Because this would be pretty neat.
We had to go down to his house one night. There's
We were cracking up.
He had one that, there's a pad, you can put that pad down on the concrete or wherever, and when he sends it off, then he can put it on memory so that
He'll
when
fall
you want
over
to
in
come
his
back,
grass
no
and
matter
worry
where
about
it's
him
at,
walking.
you come home, and he'll come back and
Supervised
land
you.
on that pad. Well, he forgot.
Keep him out of the
He did it in the backyard instead of up, and then he came back, and then he sent it up there right by the driveway, by the tree. So when he hit home, it came back, and it come back to where he took it, had it on the pad, but it came down through the tree. And we like to never. We spent 4 hours trying to get that out of the tree.
Throwing line,
We had
a weight and a
got some
line,
weight
and
to
trying
put
to
on
shake
us.
the branches to get that.
We shaking
Well,
the
we were
crap
like,
out of it,
didn't
man.
know until the next day it was $1,700 he paid for that. That's why he wanted it
And it
down.
was going to rain that night. He goes, "That rain's on us down." We were working. And I said, "We're losing daylight, man." And right there, I mean, I had a ladder as far as I could go, and then trying to get up. And then we was shaking the crap out. I finally got it up there on one of the limbs that was right there with it. And shook the crap out of that tree, man. The whole tree was like doing this, and that thing went and just stopped. And then
We
her
kept holding
dad
the
had a
blanket.
blanket down there trying to catch us so it wouldn't hit the concrete. And then
What a
we finally got
nightmare.
a limb to move, and it started to move. And I said, "Get the blanket!" And before I could get it, and they could run over there, that thing come flying down, and it hit right in that mulch under the tree
Yeah.
by the deck. It
Just
landed
broke a
right-
blade, yeah.
Yeah, and it just broke a blade. He was
Lucky.
I said, "Pam," I said,
I mean-
Dad jumped up. He didn't say nothing. He
No.
jumped up, took off running
Yeah,
for the
he
house.
took
and
off
we're
to the
like,
house. He was just like, and I was like,
We're like, "What the hell?"
what did you got?
And he comes back out and he goes, "It's working."
Oh, he went to see if it was
working.
We didn't know what was going on. He just jumped up, took off running. Well,
I said, what is he doing?
but the battery had died on it up there, so
Oh.
he couldn't control it at all. It wouldn't move. I think he said it only did, what did it do? Bent one?
It broke one of the
One
little
propeller.
propellers. He's lucky.
Here
Yeah.
he comes. That thing is pretty smooth, though. He did it over our house, and it's really
But
pretty cool.
He'd called us.
Yeah.
Before we got down there, he'd called a tree trimming service. He was going to have them come out with a bucket, and they never showed up.
Watch
See,
him
he's
holes,
going-
Dad.
He's
Yeah, be careful.
watch him, G.
Or if that one's got the height thing on it. The other one
Yeah,
we had
I
out
think
here
so.
before, he was flying all around here and said, "Gene, go out there and see how high that bamboo is." So he went out there and flew right at the top of the bamboo, and it told how many feet it was. I think it was like 30 feet. Something like
Yeah, when he was going to go to that yard sale with me, I said, get your cane. If we have to walk around in the grass, I don't want you falling
Oh,
over."
he told me he took it.
Yeah, and then he laid it down, and I had to go find it. And I said,
Let it get that
you
thing.
forgot this.
that.
Sure. Oh, he goes, oh, yeah.
They sold it.
They sold it, real.
You lay it down on the table. Wrap. It's gone.
Is that Mike's trailer?
Yeah.
Him and Bill bought the same trailers back.
Yeah. Mary Jo, I think, I don't know if she gave it to him, but little Bill's got Bill's trailer now. So. Keith might try to weld a
Darn, man.
aluminum
Move,
piece
said
on the
it,
side.
move.
Keith Mike used to get on Bill all the time because Bill would never carry a
He's
spare.
not watching where he's
Oh,
going.
for tires.
That
You got
that
any holes
post
out
right
there?
in the front of the wheel, right there by where it says Illuminator.
Yeah.
That one in the front. Mike had a spare tire bracket on that.
Out anywhere.
And we were looking at it one day because he said the tire kept coming loose off the hanger. We was working on it. So Mike, this bracket's cracked. So and it was cracked at the top. So we turned around
Watch
and
where you're
switched over to
stepping.
the other side. And
You gotta
when I went down there,
control it from
took him
here.
down to the campground to get his car. He took the motorhome home. Went to hook up and he just happened to walk by.
Did you even- you haven't even seen the other side,
Tires
did you?
loose again.
I
Well,
did, I
one
think.
nut and bolt was
Come
completely
see my
gone.
other side that I
The one
fixed
that
up
the security
on the deck.
block was loose. So I said, well, I'll fix it when I get up to the house. So I fixed that. Well, I didn't look at the aluminum tubing. The tubing on that side evidently was cracked. So we headed for Eldora, and 9:30 in the morning, right there in rush hour, right there at, we got to Sharonville, started past the Mason exit, almost to Mosteller. I looked back in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, shit. And Rob's like, what? Rob could see what was going on. I watched that. I saw that tire go. I said, that's our tire. That tire went across the interstate in front of all the traffic. And thank God. I mean, they all was going different ways. Everybody's hitting the brakes, and everybody. It went over. It hit the concrete wall, but it still had the tire bracket on it. It took that whole post off, the bracket, the tire, that whole thing went across the interstate. Everybody got stopped. It hit the concrete wall. It came back and went back across the interstate. And I'm like, well, it's going to hit the guardrail. We'll lay down and we'll get it. No, it hit the guardrail. It went back across the interstate.
Really?
And it stopped at the wall. 3 times it went across the interstate and nobody hit it. It was like unbelievable. It shook me up, man. 'Cause all I could see was that tire going through somebody's front windshield or something.
See it all the time on TV.
Yeah. So I called Barry, and he's there, right here at GBC. So I called Barry. I said, man, I need your help. I told him what's going on. He said, well, I'll be up there in a few minutes. So him and Mike, the guy he works with, super good guy. They both come up there in Barry's pickup truck. And I said, it's over there, but I said, I've already called Mike and Tina. Mike and Tina were on their way to Nashville, so I called Mike and Tina, and they were like, no, just let it go. Don't want nobody getting hurt, ain't nobody stop after somebody get hurt. So I told Barry, I said, I already talked to Mike and Tina, they said, let it go. We're going to go on. I said, there's no sense somebody getting hurt, because traffic was, I don't know why at that time in the morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock,
Where'd you get it?
cleared up. It was really
Where you
heavy.
got it at?
I hear it.
So-
Oh, it's out there.
He said, Barry, I appreciate you guys coming out, but
You have to
go back to the
go
shop.
over all the way around the
I'm not gonna
house.
try to do
Yeah.
that. So we took off. And we got way up past Westchester.
You're
and,
beeping?
my phone rang and it
Wait,
was
it's
Barry, and I
beeping.
said, so
Too
Rob
close
was
to something. I see.
driving,
Go down to mine.
and he's laughing, talking, and Barry and
It's just
Mike
don't
decided
like being that
"No,
close
we're
to the
gonna get
ground."
it." So they went
No,
back
it's
up
got
to the Mason.
optical
They
voice,
actually
so
came down as
it's
soon as they got
not
down there. Barry
running
shot
nothing, but it
over
warns you ahead
there,
of
got
time.
close to the
It's
wall,
gonna stop.
and then as soon as
You
traffic
know,
cleared up a
what
little bit,
the
Mike
Lord
jumped out,
calls
run back there, got throwed it in the bed, and then he got in on the passenger side or the driver's side because Barry's got 4-door. So he climbed in on that side and went back. So we got the tire and stuff back, but it broke that tubing. I told Mike, I said, aluminum trailers are great. They're
holds
just
his
these
shirt.
semi-trailers the same way.
He
That
falls,
aluminum,
should just rip his shirt off.
after a few years, they tend to crack. Aluminum will crack real easy. So
I was watching an Indy race a couple weeks ago, man. Somebody lost a tire and
that one that went just past the stands.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Somebody told me they gave her a new car.
yeah.
They were kissing up to her, let her go down there and kiss the bricks and all that stuff. Speaking
That
of that,
car
you
was-
wanted to see if that was on.
Yeah, I want to check on that real quick.
See if that race, Formula racing. You want another beer? Another beer? Okay.
Well, while you're at it, let's have a party, man. We ain't driving, right, Christine? That's right.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Hey, where's your son at?
Work.
Is this on? blinking.
These are on. I didn't know that. We were acting up before. We always get busted.
There's a pretty visor you got, Mr. Massey.
Just saying.
What?
No, I'm just telling him.
Tell him when it gets closer so he can hear me.
Not that. I'm just saying.
What?
Don't be saying.
Oh, because he's never heard that before?
Yeah.
How's your roach clip, ma'am?
He's
I don't know why she leaves them on there. They're blowing. We got them pine trees over there that Ray's got are dying. I mean,
All the
little
junk.
orange, oh my God, they were so full up on the roof. I don't know if they're
bummer.
blowing them off this morning. I come out here cleaning all this off. I had to be careful because they're shooting up their lanterns from the wind. Big old crap. Keep you some more pizza?
I was just standing in there eating.
I bought one of them little, what do you call it? The blade hooks on my weed eater. You snap it off the
Yeah.
I bought one in here a few weeks ago. I went back there and all the way around that bamboo. We cut them a big layer out. Some in the back that were starting to come back up again. And he told me he was using his trailer, so he said, I'm gonna bring my rollback down. So he brought his rollback down and left it back here. And I filled up his rollback, way up over the cab. Got it back down. He hauled off another load, but
It sure don't look like you cut much down from here.
no, man, that's what I was saying.
Didn't
I
put a
pounds,
dent in
oh
it.
my God, we could cut for weeks and weeks. It's got a lot of dead stuff in there, man. I mean,
Need to have Pam cut them and strip them and sell them out at the yard sales for the garden poles.
Yeah.
that was what Mike, when he was in Florida over winter, he sends me a text and he goes, "You're sitting on a gold mine." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So what are you talking about? He sends me a picture. He was down at Lowe's or Home Depot. And he's back by the gardening stuff. And there's a skid there with bundles about this big around, a bamboo about 4 foot tall, $80-something for a bundle. I was like, Pam?
We ship for free. Going out of business.